Hello, my name is Jack Mountford, and welcome to my proposal for the Dox Thrash House renovation. Before I start to explain my design, I want to talk about Dox Thrash and the neighborhood. Dox Thrash was a well-known printmaker who lived in Philadelphia and started to gain recognition between the 1940s and 50s. He became the first African American to work at the fine print shop and also worked for local clubs making advertisements for them. His work aimed to portray the lives of his fellow black neighbors. Thrash was one of many influential personalities living in Sharswood during the Black Renaissance, and today his work can go for as much as $20,000. During this time, Sharswood was developing numerous jazz clubs and hangout spots that attracted many famous jazz musicians. The neighborhood was growing extremely popular and was very influential in the Black Renaissance movement. This is Thrash's house today, abandoned and neglected like the rest of the neighborhood. Today, there are a few Golden Age jazz clubs left and almost no spaces that celebrate Black history or the community in general. In fact, here's a map of Philadelphia that shows preserved Black historic sites. As you can see, Sharswood is completely devoid of any of these spaces. This now leads me to my thesis for the development of my design, which states that the ratio of white landmarks to minority landmarks is unfairly skewed to preserve white history. To combat this issue, a space is needed that will teach the Sharswood community how and what to preserve in order to capture the golden age of the neighborhood. To help me reach this goal, I will be sharing my space with the community partner Monument Labs. This organization works to inform people about the process of public art and shift mindsets about history and the kind of monuments that are needed. To summarize their reasoning in a single sentence, they would say that monuments show power and presence in public and can be very influential on how people think about and perceive the community. Now it's time to move on to the design that I am proposing. Shown here are all 3 floors of the building. Starting on the first floor, as one walks through the front door, they will enter the largest and arguably most important space in the building, the gallery. This is a space that will be used to showcase work from all time periods, including Thrash's work, and is intended to showcase and share the ideas of artists around the community. Located next to and directly accessible by the gallery is the classroom. The classroom will educate the community about the process of art and, similar to Monument Labs, the process of public art and history of monuments. The classroom is a collaborative space where artists can share ideas and learn from each other. This space is located in the Dox Thrash side of the building, where most learning takes place. Moving toward the back of floor 1 is the tech room. This floor is secluded near the back because a soundproof room is needed for Monument Labs to create their podcast. This room will also be used for staff to manage social media, which is the primary way for the community to learn about our facility and programs. Moving up to floor 2, we have a similar layout with the gallery reaching up from floor 1 and also the same classroom space overlooking the artwork in the gallery. Also on floor 2 are the meeting rooms used by staff to plan activities and propose ideas. Finally, at the 3rd floor, we have a staff workroom, which serves as a space for staff to manage community organization aspects of the building. We also have director offices to oversee the functions of the building, and finally, a lecture space accessible by anyone and used to propose ideas for the organization and artwork that can be displayed in the community outside of the Dox Thrash house and gallery. Moving to the exterior of the building, the existing empty wall acts as the perfect canvas to bring more celebrated artwork outside. As you can see, stained glass that resembles the local street art is used as windows for the classrooms. Also, a space is left at the end to add to Philly's vast mural collection. Finally, the empty lot space will be used as display for more sculptures and monuments and can also be used to test and teach the effects that weather has on artwork over time. With all that being said, this concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time and feedback, and I will eagerly be waiting to hear the fate of the Dox Thrash House.